Hi there. Thank you for clicking on my video. Um, Somebody disagrees with my khora build. So in the interest of making this an educational experience, um, J-Bar believes that strength mods have zero effect on Whip Claw at all. Just going to show evidence that's contrary to this. And it's not just the stat stick damage. So we're going to test a couple numbers, see where it gets us. And we'll go into maybe something a little more informational. I'll be testing accumulating Whip Claw, whether it's additive or multiplicative to the stat stick mods. So anyway, we're going to start with 40 strength. Four and five. Four base damage, 5 crit. Let's go to 100. Six base damage, 12 crit. Pretty convenient. So 2x multiplier. Going to 199. 12 base damage, 25 crit. Feels good, man. And just to drive the point home, let's throw a ton of crap on. $20 base damage, 40 crit. Alright, easy enough. So here's our numbers. At 40% power strength, 4 base damage, 5 crit at 100% power strength. 6 base damage, 12 crit at 199% power strength. It's 1225. At 323 power strength, it's 2040. So that's dead. But the real question is, and this is going to require some finagling, and we will set up a build real quick. Let's see, what do we got? Need a little more, need a little more. What am I missing? I need more strength. Okay. The reason why we're selecting this is accumulating Whip Claw is 350 additional damage, or 350% extra damage to your Whip Claw, right? Gonna test accumulating Whip Claw against a 350 power strength whip, and we're going to test it 1-to-1, and then we're going to test them combined and see how the damage interacts. If it doubles, it's additive. If it goes up to 4.5 times, it's multiplicative. Gonna need more than that. Alright. Oh, hold on. All right, 22. 350 is just a double check. Whoop. All right, 2243. And we'll get the accumulating whip claw bonus while we're here. Wait for ensnare to run off for the finish off for the double damage. All right, 4283. Accumulating whip claw. $42.83. Okay, so right now, 350 power strength. Hold on. $43.86. Okay, so 350 power strength with no accumulating whip claw stacked is 2243. 350 power strength with accumulating whip claw stacked is 43.86 crit. So 22 base damage, 43 crit for 350 power strength, no augment. 350 power strength with the augment is 43.86. So what this tells us is that accumulating whip claw counts for the equivalent damage of an extra 350 power strength on the whip claw, right? Now the good thing is, and this is why you generally want to run a min power strength khora for like an efficient build, if you will, is this is a flat 350. So like when you smack something with the whip claw and you have growing power triggered, you go from 350 strength to the equivalent of 700 strength, right? So it's additive, but it adds here. So it takes you... Okay. So an unmodded 100 is 300. Whoops. Come on. Is 300 times, or sorry, plus 250%. Okay. So that's with accumulate or with 350 power strength, because it's base plus the difference. So if 300 is 100% and 600 is 200%, then you just add the increase, or whoops, or you can do 300 times 3.5 for this is your base damage at 350 on the whip claw. And because of the way the damage is multiplied, we know that it doubles. So it's like adding another 1050 to the base damage. So for simple math, it's like times 2. But it's strength, not actual damage. It's not like a faction damage like a roar or like melee damage. It's just additional damage, right? But the bonus damage is counted as strength math-wise so far. Let's find a stat stick. What was I using? I think I was using the side on to test. Whoops. Something like that. Okay. Alright, pressure point with 100% melee damage. If this is additive to the base damage and Whip Claw is a separate modifier and pressure point and Whip Claw don't interact, we will only see a 50% damage increase with it stacked. If they're multiplicative, which they most likely are, we should see double. Oh, they're grouped already. So let's group. All right, 291, 538, 312. Whoops, hold on. $312, $624. Yep. And that was with Whip Claw. Now let's take it out. Alright, hold on, let me label it. 350 with accumulating Whip Claw plus pressure point 100, and then we'll do 350 plus pressure point 100, but no Whip Claw. And they still got enough health. Uh-oh, Whip Claw's still applying. Hold on. I gotta reset it. The simulacrum bugged. Okay, so 325 plus growing power for 350. And a stat stick with just a 100% melee damage. Gonna wait for that to wear off for double damage. All right, 324. $162, $324. We're stable. Okay. So we now have the 350 plus the augment plus the 100% power strength or 100% melee damage. And we have the 350 plus the 100% melee damage on the stat stick. The damage from accumulating Whip Claw is clearly influencing, and it's almost doubling. Probably some rounding issues because of quantization of the damage itself. But the fact remains is it's about double, but we're definitely not seeing multiplicative scaling. The telltale sign would be the 350 would be boosting the damage way higher. So for the 700% power strength on the Whip Claw, effectively, is acting like the accumulating Whip Claw is behaving like a power strength increase, a flat power strength increase on the Whip Claw, and then that number is being collected, and then it's being affected by the stat stick. Because when we look at the stat stick without accumulating Whip Claw, where it's just the 350, we should be getting about half the damage, but we're not seeing any quirky multiplicative scaling. So the more you know. If there was any sort of like multiplicative scaling, we would be seeing like significantly higher numbers, but it seems like rounding errors to averaging out to double, right? So there's your TED talk. Pretty basic, but the more you know. 100 melee damage. If you don't have that, you can use Spoiled Strike is also plus 100. But it is what it is. This is an RNG item, but you should have stacks of pressure points. But anyway, have a blessed day, guys. A little bit of testing, responding to an answer. I mean, what do you say? Just J-Bar, do your own research. Test. It's a simple test. It's not a big deal, dude. It's a learning experience for everybody. But just don't believe what somebody else tells you, alright? Obviously, go test it yourself. You can see what I just did. You can go test it yourself. It's all good, man. Have a blessed day, guys. Nice, simple one today.